Good afternoon, I'm Meredith Stutson for Margaret Johnson. Happening now, federal investigators are in Tennessee looking at the wreckage in a plane crash involving former NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. Earnhardt, his wife, and one-year-old daughter are safe today as they recover from the fiery crash. We get more now from Gabe Gutierrez in Elizabethton, Tennessee, where that crash took place.
The smoke and flames from the wreckage could be seen for miles, but this morning, NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. is out of the hospital after his private plane rolled off a runway in Tennessee.
Yeah, the dude just pulled a baby out of there. It's a private jet.
Witnesses captured the terrifying escape, the plane fully engulfed on the edge of a highway.
You could hear the commotion. It just was a bunch of metal and screeching like it was sliding maybe.
Black smoke billowed high into the sky.
That fire is picking up, man.
Earnhardt, his wife Amy, their one-year-old daughter Isla, and the family dog were aboard the small Cessna jet along with 2 pilots.
5 occupants, no one's injured. Under the circumstances, we're extremely blessed and fortunate.
Remarkably, all escaped with just minor cuts.
It looks like they were able to get out fairly quickly and under their own power.
Earnhardt retired from racing in 2017, a year after a concussion sidelined him. Now he's walking away from a frightening close call.
It's scary now that you think about it. Come that close to losing another great driver, you know.
NTSB investigators are now on the scene to try and find out what caused this crash. Earnhardt Jr. is an NBC Sports analyst, and in a written statement, the network says he plans to take this weekend off to be with his family, but it hopes to have him back in the broadcast booth next month. Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. and his family were arriving for this weekend's NASCAR races in Bristol. The airport is about 14 miles southeast of the Bristol Motor Speedway. Fans say they're shocked by the news of this crash, but grateful everyone is okay. Word spread fast through the racing community. Fans called it nothing short of a miracle. Brad Sampson drove 28 hours from Canada to see one of the biggest races of the year at Bristol. Sampson grew to love Dale Jr. and called him one of the nicest drivers he's ever met.
Plane was in flames, you know. How did he get out? However he got out, it was a miracle, and we're really happy that he got out.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is expected to return to the NBC broadcasting booth next month for a race at Darlington. We will be updating you as new details are released about this story. Visit WXII12.com or download our free mobile app right now. Happening now in High Point, police are working to find who shot a woman. 19-year-old Brandon Pete is wanted on a charge of an assault with a deadly weapon. Investigators say he shot the woman last night on Ardale Drive. Police say the woman was hit in the leg and is recovering in the hospital. However, detectives tell us she is not answering questions. Police say it appears the shooting was related to a domestic dispute. Happening now in Rockingham County, deputies are looking for this missing 16-year-old girl. Investigators say Lupita Arlie Torres walked away from her home on Hairstone Road last night. Her family reported her missing just before 7 this morning. She's 5'7", weighs 140 pounds, and has a nose piercing and a scar on her right cheek. If you see her, call the sheriff's office. Turning now to our weather, a live look over Winston-Salem. Our studios right here in WXII. It's a hot one across the Piedmont Triad this afternoon, this Friday afternoon, might I add. Meteorologist Carly Cassidy joins us now. Carly, how's the weekend looking?
Not looking too bad. A lot like the view that we have out there right now. That will continue for a good portion today, also tomorrow, then into your Sunday. We do add in that rain chance, the isolated storms, also even just about how we were yesterday. That carries through for today. But yes, it is warm. We're heating things up quickly. 84 in Winston-Salem, Burlington at 85, 83 in Greensboro, Asheboro, and 82 in North Wilkesboro. Now that's what the air temperature is. Here's what it's feeling. Most of us into the low 90s, some approaching Asheboro, Winston-Salem. So we are feeling about 3 to even 5 degrees hotter thanks to all that humid air that's still hanging around. And those dew points, they are high as well. Into low to mid 70s, definitely humid, muggy, and even a bit on the uncomfortable side for today. Great day for the pool. Find a good way to cool off. Plenty of sunshine, just some clouds out there. There's that pop-up storm chance today for the Triad. Also into the foothills. Mountains have a little bit better of that storm chance, just about 30%. Not a washout for today or even the entire weekend. Still keep all those plans, but we'll talk about the whole weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Carly, thank you. IFB Solutions is getting more time to save the jobs of its employees. The Winston-Salem nonprofit hires the blind and visually impaired. 47 jobs would have been cut yesterday. However, the Department of Veterans Affairs is extending its contract until August 31st. 137 jobs are on the line, though, because of a policy change at the VA. IFB Solutions filed a protest with the Government Accountability Office. IFB leaders expect the VA to continue extending its contract until that office reaches a decision. For now, they're pleased with the extension.
It gives us 2 more weeks to continue to educate from an awareness standpoint, work with Congress. The Ability One Commission is supporting us, and you know, Senator Tillis' office has been real helpful. So we've got 2 more weeks to continue to work to keep our people employed.
Congresswoman Virginia Foxx sent a letter to the VA secretary. He wants to ensure the agency continues its contract with the IFB Solutions and others impacted by that policy change. Happening now, Shannon Watts is bringing her book tour to the Triad. Watts is the founder of the national gun control advocacy group Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense. She started the group after the mass shooting tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary in 2012. Watts is speaking now at Bookmarks downtown in Winston-Salem. Happening now, New York police are looking for a person of interest who placed rice cookers along a city street, setting off a bomb scare. The devices were found in Lower Manhattan. Police evacuated a subway station and shut down an intersection before they determined the objects were not explosives. Police now want to talk to a man seen on surveillance video, taking the devices out of a shopping cart and placing them on the street.
Because of the timing and the placement and the items, we're carrying this right now as a hoax device. That's the investigative category. But again, we would have to identify him, find him, talk to him, because we need more information from him.
Police are not calling that man a suspect. And happening now, police in Alabama are continuing to search for the gunman who opened fire and fatally shot 2 people and injured 3 others. The shootings happened last night near the campus of Alabama State University in Montgomery. Of the 3 injured, police say 2 have life-threatening injuries. It's not clear yet what led up to that shooting. A Winston-Salem woman who will spend the next 18 months in prison for stealing over $330,000 from a man in her care. 52-year-old Therese Denise Schneider was also sentenced to 5 years supervised release and ordered to return the stolen cash. Court records say Schneider cared for a retired doctor from 2010 until he died in 2013. A Greensboro